Got channel 5. They kind of been stationed out here all day. That guy's snapping some pictures over there. But I guess you wonder what they're taking pictures of. I'm gonna walk down here and take a left in a few seconds so you can see exactly what they're taking pictures of. Go watch your back, buddy. So right here we got the Ntsb up here, looking at the green line. Look like some foul play going on up there. Like they said, driver error. I'm asking what he think about it in a second. Get channel, not sure who that is, but they were over there doing their thing too. They got somebody over here. Everybody's out here. What do you think happened up there? What do you think happened up there?
I think overspeed.
Overspeed?
Like I watched so many YouTube. Like I'm not gonna be on TV. Am I?
Well, you could be. You want to be on TV?
Well, no. I watched so many YouTube clips, so it's not really my opinion. But they said like structurally, it's like mechanically, it seems sound. So I don't think it's like a structural issue. Plus, this is like 2 years old, right?
Right. It's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's not like the blue line, orange lines, right?
Right. It could have been
no, because the bike shop guy, right? He was right under. What happened? He's like the loud noise and stuff. So, and he said, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's something. I'm not sure, but.
What's your back there?
It doesn't hit something. It doesn't derail, right?
Right.
Maybe it gets stuck somewhere. It doesn't go because it's at an angle, right?
Right. So something caused it to do that angle. Like, not too sure exactly, but does the tracks go that way?
If it's not that bad, I'm sure they pulled out overnight. It's like what, 6 o'clock. Like, I mean, like they said something like the feds have to approve before they pull it out.
No, that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
That's their update.
Did they give an ETA on this? Like tonight?
Well, it might not be till the morning because
really?
Yeah, they got to do a lot of investigation up there.
Shit, so those guys are camping out tonight?
They might be.
Fuck, that sucks.
It's not gonna be a 2-hour job, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, because I mean, I think the left car is easy, right? Because it's straight. All you do is move back and forth. Is that is stuck at an angle?
Well, we're not even talking about fixing it. We're talking about the investigation part of it. The investigation.
Oh, so I'm not trying to tamper the evidence?
Yeah, so right now, that's the NTSB up there. So MBTA has to back away from it right now.
Oh, so if it's just a repair, they should be done by now.
No, but the best thing is not
investigate first.
Investigate first, then the repair later. So,
but my question is, I don't know, was it 10 o'clock, midnight this happened, right? It's like more than...
Yeah.
Right? Roughly 10 to 12 hours ago. Why can't they speed up the investigation? I mean,
no, you can't, because now you're rushing, you lose evidence. So once you have a scene like this...
Don't they have the black box though, like blinks? No?
Yeah, you have that, but you got to put visual eyes on it too. Because the black box is not going to tell you everything. When you measure and when you look at mocks and take pictures and all that stuff, now you're documenting the evidence. So you want to get all that evidence now before you lose it.
No, because you also have the people that handle that shit, right? The operator, whoever.
Right.
The testimony. So, no, because my concern is like you're making the writers wait all this just so we can do a thorough investigation.
Correct.
I'm not saying that's not valuable. I'm saying the truth. I'm saying. Like,
right. Well, no who takes the hit for that.
Because we can still reverse engineer after they go back home, right? They have like.
Well, say that again. You can do what?
They still can reverse engineer when they go back home, right?
It's not that easy though, because if you don't have images and measurements and documentation, it's hard to reverse engineer it once you move it.
I mean,
because how do I know if the brakes failed if they ever took it back to the shop and started working on it?
I'm not an engineer. I study like fucking economics.
Right.
But like, just like if I was a green line rider, I'll be pissed. Like,
oh yeah.
Fuck, like, okay, maybe I can understand noontime, but like 6 o'clock, you still haven't done anything and no updates. At least give us an ETA, right? At least
gotcha.
Hey guys, I think we will have fixed by tomorrow morning, like 10:30, something like that. Just like nothing. I just like feel that.
Well,
another part of it, I think, from what I heard from the other guys, I think we're used to it in general in Boston.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, the T brakes, what's new, right? We're used to it. Like, the mentality is we don't. Say if it's New York or Hong Kong, they wouldn't stand. They would be pissed. They'd be like on the streets riding right now. We're like, well, fuck, we just take the shuttle bus, whatever.
Right.
We don't care. So
see, my thing is this: are there tracks that go that angle that the train's facing?
It's tricky because I'm not familiar with.
I know there's tracks that go straight.
There's like a sharp pivot, right?
Right.
So I think over there, so that's why it's extra, like wherever they do autopilot or like a manual steering, you have to be careful with the speed because any 1 mile over speed is dangerous.
Yeah.
Remember like the fucking whatever that.
But looking at the
I forgot what city. Remember the train derailment like 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
That was over speed too.
A lot of it's speed. Most of the accidents are because of speed, and not following instructions.
Because
watch out for that car behind you.
No, because I just assume like if you're like not over the speed, there's a way to like to save the right whatever the fuck up might be.
Right.
You can save it. But once you overspeed, it's done. Whatever you're on, like a car, a bike, whatever.
Yeah. Right now is looking at driver error. It's looking at driver error. It's more driver error than anything else.
Yeah. I mean,
speed
did they interview the operator already? Or not yet?
Oh yeah, he's being drug tested and everything right now.
Oh shit.
He's definitely being drug tested, piss tested, everything. Matter of fact, he's probably got a week off with pay, I should say.
Because I just wonder about like, do we ever like trains or like subways, whatever? Do we ever fire the operator?
Oh yeah, they get fired sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes they don't. They bury them back.
But unfortunately, not the top though, right? The execs, they still.
Well,
get
the big guy should get fired is Thomas Yang. He should be the top guy getting fired. Then everybody else down. I mean,
this is not the problem we have.
Or Philip Hang, whatever his name is. I think his name is Phil. Phil Hang. Phil Ing.
Oh yeah, he's the new guy. The
guy that's getting $500,000 for doing nothing.
Have they interviewed him? Not yet.
No, yeah, he's protected by the government, so.
He seems like a bureaucrat to me.
He could be. He's possible. So these guys are, they're gonna be up here all night doing this. Like they're really trying to.
Like I said, 2 years, no excuse. I mean, if this is like 10-year-old, like new line.
Yeah.
Maybe the structure failed. Fine, whatever.
The problem is these guys got training on how they give them training on how to drive across this. So,
I don't remember. Remember when they opened 2 years ago? They delayed a little bit just for extensive testing.
Right.
We gotta be sure this is solid, right?
They did a lot of testing on it.
Right.
Trust me.
And I was here. I was living like next door, like
matter of fact,
midnight, like when there's nobody, they're running like empty cars to test it.
Yeah.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves me correctly, at one point these tracks were the wrong size. And they had to do them over to correct it to fit the trains.
Oh yeah, we spent so much extra money on that.
I think they did it wrong. Then they had to do it over. Then at one turn, the tracks were too tight. They had to readjust them.
Because it wasn't wide enough.
Right. I remember something like that. It was kind of a while back. I think I remember some of that. But there's a lot going on. They spent a lot of money doing this.
And then see this thing. This kind of thing just discourages people like to ride like public transit. It's like drive less public. Yeah, but if this shit happens, then a lot of people are not gonna be like.
Right.
They lose confidence.
You
right?
can't tell people to take the T if the T's not working.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, sure, New York's very old too, but their shit's more reliable than us.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right.
Right? Yeah, it smells like piss, but like, when's the last time you heard New York City break down the subway? Not often.
I can't remember. Yeah.
We're like basically every month, right? Just pick a color: green, red, orange.
Yeah, just roll up the dice. Is it gonna be green?
Because we normalize it, right? We just think like. Just like.
Well, I think if you want an improvement, you got to start from the top down.
Yeah, like you said, yeah.
Yeah, you got to start from the top.
It's not. We can't just blame the operator. I mean, maybe it's human error here and there, but that's not a day one thing.
Right, that's true.
If the top doesn't allow this, you're not gonna. It's the same thing as bowling. The engineer's not gonna just say, oh yeah, let me forget a few nuts here and there.
Right.
It's the mentality, the laziness and the lack of like accountability. It goes from top down.
I agree.
I hope they say like like the whatever one of the Africa, this is like the MTA chief or whatever, they're like, oh, we're investigating, make sure it doesn't happen again. I certainly hope this is the last time.
It'll happen again.
Again? You're like, hey, let's roll the footage. Didn't you say?
I think it will happen again.
A few months ago, like shit.
I'm almost positive it will happen again. Maybe not in the same spot though.
This is subway now. Imagine if ever we get like high speed.
Oh man!
I mean that's like years away. But imagine if we ever got with our level of competence.
We're not ready for that right now.
Because that's like what easily over 200 miles per hour. Some parts, the safe zones is like.
I mean like the Acela train. Yeah. They got some high speeds. Yeah.
Like. Even Japan, we only do 300 outside city to be safe. Because you can't decelerate that fast.
Right.
So it's like when you go to cities, only maybe 100, 150.
Yeah. But it's interesting though. Maybe interesting. This guy's gonna be up there. They got to pull an all-nighter on this one.
Are you guys going to camp out with them too? Or are you leaving by 10?
I'm not going to camp out, but he is. That guy over there.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be here all night. Yeah, he's going to be here. He's going to have another shift come in when he leaves.
In case they have like sudden
right. And if you want any information,
that's tough. No, because he can sleep here all night and like tomorrow 9 o'clock still nothing.
See that what he's doing, man? He's going to save that spot for his buddy right now. Watch this. He's going to save that spot so the next truck could come in and park right there.
Smart, so because you don't want like a civilian, like because once pedestrian park, you can't force them out.
Well, he's saving his spot right now. I got my spot saved, so.
Like when I went to grab my phone, I remember there's like
you see, saving that spot, right?
I remember when I went back to grab my phone, I remember there's like 3 vans before you called. I think they're like, oh fuck it, there's no update. We're going to I hope not, but like you said, I don't think anything has happened. At least not till like maybe.
Well, I was looking at the aerial view earlier. I don't see any tracks where that train is. I can't see under the train, but I couldn't see any tracks on the side of the train. So I'm trying to find out are there tracks that make that turn or not. I gotta look at it again.
I think either ahead or like maybe like down there. There's a turning point, right? Because people turn around and look at me, right? Right. So my other question is why? Okay, if you want to investigate before you pull, can you try to move them up there and investigate the hell out of there? So maybe I don't know, like the train can resume service faster. No,
they can't. See, the thing is,
nothing can be.
No, it's almost like a crime scene. Hey, what's up, man? So when you investigate a crime scene, you can't move any evidence because now you're tampering with the evidence. So you got to investigate it as is. Now, eventually that train's going to get taken back to the yard where they can do further investigation. But you have to investigate it before you move it to see how it was as it happened.
But you have the eyes already. You have eyes and cameras here.
Yeah, but see, you got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of moving parts. You got a lot of bells and whistles that you got to look at. Gauges, meters, fluids, all kind of stuff you got to look at. So if you don't look at it now, and you shift it, and all of a sudden it's saying something different, it's not going to be relevant.
That's what I said. It's on camera, right? Like say like the gauge says X number.
Yeah, camera is one thing, but physical eyes is something else.
Yeah,
if I take a picture, the picture shows one thing, but what my eyes can actually see is a bit more detail.
Sure.
Then if I can measure it and I can gauge it and put different calipers on it and gauge it, then I can say, okay, this metal was this thick.
I hear you. No, I get it. Just the same thing as the NBA refs, right?
Right.
Like you have the cameras, but the ref physical eyes is still
right. Physical eyes is always better.
Because the camera angle is weird. Like, no foul.
It's the strict photography too. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you get somebody say, I put eyes on it, I put my hands on it. This is the piece of metal I picked up from there. Got physical evidence. That was more credible. Especially when you go before a court of law, it definitely is more credible.
Sure.
Like I could tuck that whole train back to the station, but guess what? I moved a whole lot of stuff. They say, how many inches was it off the track? Well, I don't know. How many feet was that wheel in the gutter? I don't know.
At least, especially in terms of like litigation,
right.
1 inch matters a hell of a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's not like
a centimeter makes a big difference.
Yeah. Because then you could say like, no, we're outside the margin of error, right? And you're like, I'm responsible.
You see, you're going to question both drivers. They're going to. The main guy in the front.
This one back and front.
Yeah, they're going to correct. Both of them have to answer questions. What happened prior to the accident?
And then we see if the story is consistent.
Right. If it's not consistent, how fast was he going?
And we also have the 7-inch passengers, right?
Oh yeah.
They'll be like.
They might interview the passengers too. Yeah, of course they will. They have to. I would.
We are lucky. I heard it's only like light injury for the 7 people.
Well, 7 people, not serious. Yeah, nothing major.
Someone like, I don't know, like broke an arm and leg, whatever.
Well, think about this. It could have went off the tracks and fell off the cliff.
That would be fun.
I mean, it can definitely happen. It's very possible. No, it's not funny. That definitely can happen. If it can go that way, it can go the other way. If it goes off the track one way.
The barrier's still strong enough to stop it?
No, not the train. If the train's going faster, that'll go right through there. I mean, that thing's not going to stop the train. You think that barrier's going to stop that train if it hits it hard enough? If he keep in mind he's speeding. If he's speeding faster than the posted speed limit, he's going to hit that barrier and go right off the top. That barrier is just. We think that barrier is made out of cement and rebar. That's all it's made out of. There's not a whole lot in there. Now, if he hit one of those pillars in the middle, he might not go through it. But the barriers itself with the fence on it, that's like a Jersey barrier. Nothing more. I mean,
oh yeah, I guess like this section doesn't have the sound barrier.
I mean,
No
if a car can knock that off, a train could definitely knock. I seen cars knock those off.
Like SUV could.
Yeah, if a car can knock that off, and I seen cars knock those down.
Plus weight.
Oh yeah, and physics is always going to win.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I just came by to get.
Like I heard about last night, and then I was busy this morning until now. So like, by the time I get home at 5, it's definitely done. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that still here?
No, it's gonna like the Ntsb said don't touch it because
yeah.
if they touch it, they'd be tampered with evidence, and they could look at criminal charges.
Yeah.
They probably touched a little bit of it anyway, but still.
Sure.
But you know that's serious business, man. I mean, now you got to find out, is the T competent enough to run these trains? Are they trained properly? Are they getting the proper training? Do they have the proper equipment? You know what I mean? A lot of stuff you got to look at now.
Like I said, just like going, right? Like you don't really start asking these questions until shit happens. Unfortunately, right? When it malfunctions, like, hey,
well,
maybe you didn't follow protocol. Maybe you didn't train well.
The T is top heavy, so the people at top are getting paid more than they should be. But they're not doing what they're getting.
And from what I heard they're also lacking staff, like the post office.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
They are. Definitely.
Every time I just feel like, and then we got the fucking port situation now too. So like anytime you have like understaff or some sort of it's just bad news.
You're
like
compromising safety.
It just if it's like a few months, that's fine. But it's prolonged, like year after year.
Well, it's gonna get worse too.
Because it's just like someone, okay, I cover you, and then you cover me, and then it's just like a Jenga. Eventually, the piece is like not right, and that's.
Well, there's a piece not right there, up there. That don't look right, does it? I mean, look at it. Do you think is that a normal operation for the train to look like that?
Just like when I saw it open 2 years ago, I just don't imagine it that fast. I mean, with my confidence in the T, definitely something gonna go wrong in 5-10 years.
I think the speed on this track right here is 25 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Oh, so this is the slower section.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the speed on this side here is 25 miles an hour.
Because I thought after they
I'll find out for sure.
Past the curve, you should speed up, right? No?
Well, the curve's coming. You're approaching the curve, right? Which way? Is the curve?
So I got. Oh yeah, you're right. So I guess.
So which way? Isn't the curve going this way?
If I'm mistaken, I think it goes like this and then.
So if he's going inbound, which it looks like he's on the inbound side, he should be slowing down, right?
Yeah, but definitely not like definitely not over 30.
If he's going over 30, I think he might be going too fast. I'm not too sure. I'll ask these guys over there. They might know more than I do. I know somebody has all the answers, but I think the speed on that's about 25, no greater than 30. He's gonna snap her. Everybody's getting pictures of this horrible accident.
I'm sure some passengers took photos and videos.
Oh yeah, I seen videos.
Night.
Yeah, there was actually people taking videos up there while they're evacuating on the train.
The fuck? No,
yeah.
First thing, no matter what, you leave the scene. You don't obstruct the workers, right? No, because first of all, it's dangerous. You don't shit. Like the thing might fall backwards. You have no idea. Right?
Possible. But it looks like that train is separated from the other car too.
No, yeah, it doesn't look attached.
It looked like it is.
When I saw the bird's eye view from news.
Yeah.
It looks attached.
Yeah, I got to get a close up. I look at it later on and see how it really looks. It looks like that's detached and that train is leaning to the right a little bit. I don't know why and how.
Did you bring any drones?
That guy over there might have a drone. I think he got a drone.
The news have drones. Yeah, it's easy to get it.
Well, later on, if you hang around long enough, he's gonna send the drone up in the sky. But
could ask him.
But he's not gonna do. He's gonna do it later on.
Probably like nighttime.
Yeah.
At least it's not that cold yet. I mean, imagine if it's like fucking winter time under 30.
Right.
That's camp out all night. That's gonna suck. Positive, I guess.
It's like a memorable moment of the MBTA. One of their fails.
Highlights.
One of the biggest fails that they can do in a.
Trust me, this shit gonna run like non-stop for a couple of months at least.
Well. A lot going on up there, I tell you that. They're focusing on that. Oh, Phil Eng? Philip Eng, yeah.
The Asian executive is probably getting a lot of phone calls after hours.
No, he doesn't even answer his phone. That's the problem.
No, they always send the PR guy out, right?
Yeah, but those guys.
We have comment right now.
Well, they're not going to comment on this because they referred all the questions to the NTSB. If you notice that. So if you call MBTA right now and ask them questions about this, they're going to tell you to speak to the NTSB about it. I don't know if you know that or not. Like.
Is that really their
well, they're pleading the fifth right now. That's what they're doing. No, serious.
I feel like we need to have
a
rule. You can't just unconditionally plead the fifth. Because that's like basically your ace card. Right?
Well, he's pleading the fifth because
I can't incriminate myself. Plead the fifth.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing right now. They don't want to talk anything. There's no spokesperson that talked about it, like what happened and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to those guys later on. Yeah. Snap a couple of pictures. Yep. Take care, buddy. Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
Well,
hopefully we don't see you here tomorrow.
that might be up. That might be up there tomorrow. Just so you know, don't expect that to get moved anytime soon. That might be up there all night.
After our discussion, my hope is like getting lower every hour.
And this, how long was it? Was it last year when they opened this up? Was it?
I think, if I'm mistaken, I think it's because of COVID, we delayed at least 2 or 3 more months.
Because I remember when they did the construction. I remember when all this wasn't here. I remember they were putting up the pillars, pouring the concrete. I remember all that stuff. I even remember they did the wiring up here.
And all us fucking apartment people, they had to like ask us to walk around the construction.
Oh yeah. Interesting though. They're snapping some pictures over there too. Everybody's grabbing pictures.
Are you with a different channel?
Me, I'm with myself.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really work for any news agency particular. It's External Affairs News. That's what it was.
Nice.
Other than that, yeah, it's interesting though. It's very interesting. I wonder how those guys feel about not being able to take the train.
You guys might get like inside scoop faster than like corporate. They gotta work along with the corporate.
Oh, right? Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Shit, they're not gonna expose it firsthand.
That's true. Yeah, they gotta play the narrative.
Let it drip a couple of days, get the ratings up.
You may be onto something there.
Gets confused.
Cause they run the shuttle buses.
The last time the big 4 channels break the story first with some sort of program.
Only time they do that is when
unless the ratings.
Yeah, sometimes it's real newsworthy.
The ratings like overpower the profit.
Right.
If whatever makes more money, they'll do that. If it makes more money to break it first, they will. If it makes money to let it drip, they will.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, like versus you're on your own.
Yeah, you're right.
You're covered.
I can expose it whenever I want to. I don't have to.
You don't gotta answer to the boss, right?
Correct. That's true. Yeah, it's true.
And if you see they got so many fucking layers, like
yeah, cause I know you're talking. Sometimes they put it on the news desk. The news desk said don't air it.
Don't approve. This is not going out, right?
I have heard that a lot too.
Right?
Sometimes a reporter gets a real good story.
Yeah.
And they say don't put that on there. Don't air that. We're not gonna air that today.
Squash this. No, I don't think it's going on.
No, you're absolutely right about that. That's 100% true.
That's my fear about this. This smells so much more flowing like to me. I don't know about you.
This looks like.
Because shit, this doesn't happen. You don't see it like a fucking plane door just like fall off for no reason.
It shouldn't happen, but it does.
And a month later we learned, oh, it's the screws missing.
Somebody intentionally took them out or didn't put them in. What do you think happened up there?
See, we got a second.
This gentleman is with Channel 5, and they talked to the operators. There's one particular part where you have to go slow for the thing to reset itself, and he came in too fast.
Came in too fast.
I
Yes.
was saying the same thing.
Triggered. It's crooked now.
Did they say how fast he was going?
No, they didn't. But I mean, how fast? I drive this thing all the time. And it never goes very fast. You know?
Well, that's supposed to be 25 miles an hour up there on that side right there.
Yeah.
Maybe not even.
Yeah, maybe.
They might know. They might know a little bit.
Oh, ask him and see what he says. He might know.
I'm going to take another picture.
You take another picture? Sure. Get all the pictures now before they move it.
My grandson, I live right up here.
Uh-huh.
And my grandson and I go down to Ntsb.
Okay.
We go to Fenwick, Red Sox.
Okay, yeah.
And we're always laughing. I said, it's just so cute. This train has 2 cars. Not 3, not 4. Sometimes 1. You know,
Yeah.
Well, they only have one car?
Yeah, not really efficient in my opinion. But
Oh, one train.
2 cars on one train. They're so small.
Oh, I see you talking
Not
about.
like the red line where 15 cars.
yeah, you can
go.
pack
Right.
in passengers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But this is.
I think part of it is safety concern.
Oh, absolutely.
If they put, trust me, this would happen if we had 4 cars.
I don't know, maybe it'd be worse.
Like I don't jinx them.
I said, I'm just glad
We can't even handle
stayed
2.
in the rails and didn't go through the wall.
I just told him the same thing. He could have went the other way.
Oh my
Like,
God.
he was telling me this thing originally I was a producer too. They adjusted because it wasn't right.
I know, right?
They already paid way too much tax money.
I know.
So we're paying a lot of money for nothing, basically. So we need that money back, basically, right? A lot of money to practice doing nothing.
That's why people can't be convinced to write fucking things. Right? Like, because everyone, like even New York City, I told him like New York City maybe there's rats, maybe it's much like this.
You know what you do?
Yeah, break down everything. Just us.
I'm
Just
from
us.
New Jersey. My dad worked downtown on Houston Street his whole life. I grew up, and I consider New Jersey a borough of Manhattan.
Oh, right.
You know, and I go down to New York 3 or 4 times a year just to go see.
They're focusing a lot on this area right here.
You know, like you said, you don't hear
Not
about
every month.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Basically, pick a color. Every month. It's green or blue or red.
Well, but you might hear somebody getting shot or stabbed or gas.
Yeah, what do you think happened up there?
Take care, guys.
Take care now. These are all the are these the shuttle buses right here that are going down the street? They must be the
If not tonight, by tomorrow, I think everyone's going to be like a unanimous consent on over speed. Yourself, me, and the lady, plus the interviewed passenger. Everybody's saying speed. So.
Oh yeah, everybody says speed off the top of their head. I feel people
this angle
that
doesn't come from those. I mean, just from physics and logic, you can't produce this angle at low speed. Right? Say that you're
Correct.
going like 10.
yeah, it's not gonna happen. You know, you're right though. At 10 miles an hour, there's no way you can get that much of a derailment. Even at 20.
As best you break something, you hit something, and then you stop. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Even at 20 miles an hour, I don't think you can do that.
I think this has got to be at least 25. At least.
I think a little higher than 25 though.
That's the question.
I think about 30. 30 is probably.
But do they have like a? Do they have like say it's like a max? They could hit the button. Go, like you're saying, like usually sounds like.
We make it like a governor or something like that.
Are they, say for example, are they allowed to go over 40? Probably not. Right?
Maybe some stretches you could do 40, but not that stretch right there. I mean, there are
I'm
some.
wondering if there's something over like if it senses like, you know how like say like a Boeing plane like it sends like a nosedive, it's gonna self-correct. Something
Oh
like that,
yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying.
If it senses
He's checking
like
inside the
this
train
curve,
right now.
You're going 40 way too high. Can it hit the brakes for you? Especially given like I never like experienced AI or
I think they. I
even
think,
how old it is, probably not.
honestly, I think they have all the information they need. They just want to verify that it's true.
Yeah.
I think they already know what happened. They want to.
Given these are like brand new part, right? The technology is at least better than blue and red, right? So it needs.
Well, there's one thing with the green light it doesn't have though, and I think their signal system is something wrong with their signal system that's not working properly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember reading something about it a while back that their signals doesn't really work as good as they should work.
Are you talking about the entire line or just
The whole entire line,
Really?
everything.
That sucks.
It's not as effective as it should be. And I forget all the details on it, but it's a lot, and it's been that way for years.
Is green older or blue?
Or the blue is older than the green.
Right, yeah, I remember I watched videos like the first one.
I think the red line is the oldest, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
But I think the blue's older than the
not
green.
counting the new expansion, of course.
Yeah. Green is kind of fairly new compared to the other ones.
Didn't they talk about like another expansion? I forgot where.
Well, they're wasting money doing that, but they're not correcting the problem.
Did they finish the tough section yet?
Tufts on the Green Line?
Yeah. Was it still building?
Interesting. I don't know.
Because I heard originally it's like going to be one piece, right? But because of delays and over budget,
Yeah.
they said they released this first, and they said Tufts and Somerville was coming later. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into that. I don't want to say the wrong
I'll
thing.
Go home and check.
Yeah, I gotta check that.
Honestly.
So everybody knows your name, Mike. Everybody knows your name. What's going on, man? You're a popular guy.
On the news.
He's probably one of the best news guys out there.
Oh, really?
And one of them. These guys are focusing a lot on the second car now. Like, that's like the third time he went back there with a flashlight.
There's much to look at the left one though.
No, there's a lot to look at.
Straight.
But he's been focusing a lot on something. And
If like you said, any sort of gauge, anything wrong, it has to be.
yeah, he's looking at as is material.
Yeah.
So he's documenting as he sees it before anything is touched. And he's focusing a lot in that front area up there. That rear area.
Yeah.
He's been back there about 3 or 4 times now. Now he's down below looking down there where the... I'm not too sure what's down there. Interesting.
Yeah, because I live up the block and I saw them just like, holy shit, this is where I live.
Well, get used to it now. You might see this happen. This might be like deja vu.
Yeah.
You might see this happen again.
It's not like a regular thing now.
It might be. Because before the driver could say that the train brakes failed or the accelerator got stuck, and they want to rule all that out before he can even say all that.
Yeah, because you don't want to make assumptions.
You know how the lawyers are going to be like, oh, there was a surge, there was electrical surge through the power and it pushed the train along. You know, they're going to come all kind of excuses like that. So they want to make sure that that's not the case.
Yeah.
Definitely want to make sure that that's not what took place. And you know, they're always going to try to defend their client the best way they can. I can think of 1,000 things I could say to defend somebody doing this, but would it be accurate? Probably not.
Yeah, but lawyers always find a way, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they get paid for.
I think, like, these days, it's not about right or wrong. It's about how much money, and if you can find a better lawyer, then you win.
Something like that. It's close. It's
not
close.
really, like,
Let's go see what he's interviewing him about. See what he says.
that's built into the system here. Is that a flaw? Is it something that you would like to see looked into?
Yeah, that would be a concern. You know, that's my first time hearing about that particular concern, and you know, nevertheless, I guess nothing shocks me at this point with the T, and so absolutely, you know, that should be looked into. I would think that you know, the system should be designed with redundancy. So you know, I would hope that both the training of the operators and the way the system is designed will be looked at.
Thank you as always. Good to see you. Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be here. Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
happy to chat with you.
Yeah,
Not happy to be here
here.
in this situation.
See you, Mike.
Yeah. See you. Take care.
You think Speedy was the factor up there?
Huh?
Think it could have been Speed?
Yeah, you'll see it on our newscast.
Very interesting though.
Yeah, whatever.
Definitely Speed, no question about it. So these guys can be up here all night. It's almost 7 o'clock at night right now. They will be up there for quite some time. All right, take care now. Be safe. So we're over here in, I believe this is Cambridge. This has to be Cambridge. Yeah, I believe this is Cambridge. Other than that, there's I wonder why those lights are not on this side over here. If you look at, there's a bank of lights that's on over here, all the way down. And I think the reason why the lights are not on this side is they probably killed the power for safety reasons. Well, not necessarily. Well, maybe. I know the overhead wires are probably killed. They killed the power on those. But I don't know if the lights are connected to the overhead lines. They shouldn't be. But for some reason, they have all these lights down here work. But when you get over here, they're kind of like off. Not too sure if they're on a separate timer or something, but interesting though. Alright guys, trying to see if there's anything else to look at while we're down here before I head up out of here. Channel 5 is they're gonna probably pull an all-nighter over there. Take a walk over here, then get a Holiday Inn Express up here. At this point, there's nothing else really to see other than the fact that they're going to be up there all night investigating what appears to be a driver's or operator's error. And they just want to make sure they get all the facts straight before they make a final decision. And so if you're taking the green line, you just got to suffer with taking... This guy even stopped on his blue bike to take a picture. Everybody's snapping pictures. There's people driving, you know. Earlier there was a lot of people out here that just kind of looking at what's going on and trying to figure it all out. What do you think happened up there?
Yeah, so it get very complicated.
What do you think happened?
Let's move off the road.
Okay, let me get off the road. Hold on.
I looked at some of the picture from yesterday. It looks like, I want to make a guess that maybe the operator, the lead car, may have started going as the switch was switching. Or just sped off or something like that. But that's just my...
So you think there's a switch, there's a track right there where it switches?
Well, this is right here. This is where the Medford Tufts and the Union Square branches split.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay.
They call it the red. This is the red bridge interlocking. This is where the trains diverge, so they can go to their respective destinations.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's right where they make the switch.
Yeah.
So technically, you should be going kind of slow at that little switch right there.
Well, the Medford Tufts trains, the default set to that. The switch that set by default to that. If the train wants to go to Union, they have to stop and wait so they can switch over to that track. But what I'm guessing happening is that
they didn't wait, or they didn't.
Maybe it switched and then the operator got impatient.
Now, are there lights that tell them when to go and when to stop?
Yes, there's a signaling system. It's ancient.
It's ancient, okay, but there is one.
There is one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See, I knew you knew a little bit more about it than I did. Ah, okay.
I usually ride this branch to go home, but I had to drive in. Drive in today, because I usually come from Tufts.
Gotcha, yeah,
I
yeah.
usually ride on the E branch to my destination.
Mm.
But that ended up not happening. I wasn't going to wait so long for the shuttle.
Right.
Yeah.
So I see what's going on. So that's the switch where you switch from Tufts to the other branch to Union.
Union's right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got yeah.
But this is what happened yesterday.
Oh, okay.
See how this one here is still on the tracks, perfectly fine. It's something with this lead train right here that happened.
Right, and right under that train is where the switching.
That's where the interlocking is.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. That's a better view. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Ah.
They had to,
now, what do you do? What kind of pictures you take when you take pictures?
I'm mostly a transportation guy. I mostly take pictures of trains, traffic signals.
Okay.
I also a Northeastern student.
Okay.
So I actually help out with the basketball team. So I take pictures of the basketball team as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I take pictures of pretty much everything.
Gotcha. It's good to do. Definitely good to do.
I was over at the community path to get another angle from like where.
On the other side over here.
Yeah, on the community path.
I got you. Yeah. I thought about going over there, but then that means I got to go that way to get over there.
Or you can come from here and there's an entrance right over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, I got to
go through some pretty dangerous road to get over here.
So you got to kind of navigate through there with safety.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. But I think I can see. All I need to see is up here, and it's mostly they focus on this side. And that side is more obstruction, I think, from the bridge.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, they had a press conference about like almost a little less than 24 hours ago. Around 8:30 last night.
And what did they say? Anything?
They said they were mostly focusing on the driver.
Right. Okay.
That was causing
And you know what? I'm looking at the driver too. I'm not even an investigator, but I look at the driver too.
Yeah,
it's like driver error.
They said the driver, and they initially were going to try to get the branch reopened today, but that did not happen because, as you can see now, these are all federal investigators.
Correct.
This is from the National Transportation Safety Board, the Ntsb.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, 100% right. And they won't turn that over to the MBTA till they finish with the investigation.
Well, after that press conference ended, about probably like 20 minutes after 8:30, they got orders from it was either FTA, the Federal Transit Authority, or the other agency, they ordered them to just leave it there and wait until we come. So
yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
It's probably going to take like, at least preliminary investigation is going to take like 30 days, and a full investigation is probably going to take like a year.
It's possible, yeah. They got a lot of stuff to investigate. Yeah, that's true.
This is like the third derailment on the entire system this year. Second on the Green Line.
That's not good.
I think there was one in Kenmore early this summer, and then there was a red line train that derailed in Andrew.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do follow that stuff pretty good. You're right. Yeah. You know your stuff.
Transportation is my major. So
you're a major in transportation.
Transportation engineering.
So they should hire you on that. You'll probably have better input than they have, right?
Probably. I have more knowledge on roads, but I probably would take more classes on public transit.
But you're pretty knowledgeable right now, so I think you understand how to set that up the right way. You said transportation is your major, right? So transportation, whether it's wheels, reels, or air, that's still transportation.
It's a branch of civil engineering.
Civil engineering, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you understand how things move and how things work.
And the whole logistics of it.
Right. Makes a lot of sense. So you probably do have more knowledge from those guys up there.
Well, I mostly use this line to commute into school. Pretty much at least 3 or 4 times a week.
So you definitely know. You're still going to Northeastern now, right?
I am.
Hey, what's your second year over there?
Second year.
All right, keep up the good. My daughter graduated from Northeastern last year with her master's over there.
Nice.
But she was Earth in Environmental Science, so she got a master out of that. So she's doing good. She actually works for the state, like the state level of the EPA, I guess you call it.
Well, let's hope they get this package running.
Well, we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long it takes to get it back up and running. We'll say from today and see how it looks tomorrow, and keep an eye on it the next day and see what happens.
And you live around here, or
me? No, I travel everywhere, but I don't live around here. No. Is this considered Cambridge or is this considered Boston?
Okay, so technically it's Somerville.
Oh, Somerville. Okay.
Cambridge line is somewhere around
So
here.
Somerville. Okay, this
we're,
is.
We're in Somerville right now.
Okay, this is Somerville. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is Somerville. And a little bit, I think, like right around either this light and like
Oh, the
next
second.
to it.
So 2 more blocks I'd be in Cambridge.
We'll be in Cambridge.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And
Yeah.
once you cross the bridge,
Uh-huh.
that bridge after the Museum of Science, you'll cross over to Boston.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep.
So
okay.
Somerville, Cambridge, Boston.
So I could be in 3 different cities in less than 5 minutes, right?
in a car.
In a car.
Probably like
Or on the bike.
3 times as much.
I got you. So it only takes a little distance to get in 3 different cities. Or yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So we're gonna follow up on this and see how this works out.
Yeah, this was on the way back, so I figured I would document it.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you got something to talk about when you go back to school.
It affects me, so
Yeah.
this is my line to get to school. So
Mm-hmm. And they deserve an answer. You deserve an answer for that.
everyone deserves an answer.
Correct. You spent a lot of money for this, so you got to figure out why.
I'm not going to get too political here, but some of this stuff, deferred maintenance from previous administrations is what causes the kind of
Oh,
stuff.
so you said again, deferred maintenance from previous administrations is the cause of this.
Because they don't have they don't have the money to fix it.
Right, the top
and the money
heavy.
goes to other places.
Yeah, that's true. No, I agree on that. I'm not going to disagree on that. I agree 100%. They put money in the wrong places, paying the wrong people a lot of money for doing nothing. And improper training is another major problem. They have understaffing is another issue.
They got really strict about cell phones back in 09.
Yeah, after that major accident they had on the Green Line. Remember that?
Yeah, and then in 08, I think there was something on the D line. Sleep apnea crash or something like that. It was either 07 or 08. I don't remember when.
Was that on Calm Ave?
No, this is on the D branch.
Or the D branch?
Near Newton, the Newton area. Calm Ave, you're thinking about the B branch.
Okay.
That was in 2021.
Okay.
Because driver was going 30 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not, he's only supposed to go 10 on Calm Ave.
Oh, okay.
So he was speeding and hit another car in 21.
Oh, okay. He said I don't follow it that much. I do remember bits and pieces of it. But it's good to know. It's always good to know. And these guys I heard they're gonna pull an all-nighter up there, so
yeah,
they'll be up there all night.
It looks like they moved this. This was connected to the back. Oh, by the way,
Uh-huh.
This is the Type 8 right here. This car they're looking at right now.
Right.
This is the Type 8 right here.
It's called, say it again, it's called a what?
This is an Ansel Breda.
Ansel Breda, okay.
Yeah, Ansel Breda Type 8.
Type 8.
They were put in the tracks around 1999.
Uh-huh.
And there was supposed to be a way to provide accessibility for people like in wheelchairs.
Oh.
This car right here, this is a Type 7 car. These have been in service since the 80s.
So is that one ADA's
Technically, it is ADA compliant, but you have to use like a little lift.
Oh, I see you talking. I got you.
The 8s have like a little ramp.
Right.
The 8s have like reliability issues with derailments and stuff like that. They've just not. They've been breaking down a lot. They've
Gotcha.
been a pain in the
So
rear
this
end.
first one, say it again. This first one's type
The one that's on, the one that had the light on right here.
Uh-huh.
This is a Type 8.
type 8.
Yes.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
the one behind that, this is a Type 7.
Type 7,
They're
okay.
made by the Japanese company Kinkishara.
Kiki Sharo.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
This is the more reliable one.
The first one's the more reliable one.
That one right there, that's sitting on the tracks on the left-hand side.
Oh, so the type 7 is the more reliable
Yes,
one.
Type 7 is more reliable.
I got you. Okay, cool,
Yes.
cool.
The only problem is that they're not like
They're not
they're
modernized.
They're pseudo wheelchair accessible.
Uh-huh.
They're not like truly wheelchair accessible.
So I got a question. If you know this, do you think they know that?
Trust me, they may know a lot of the stuff. I may know a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
The feds probably know.
Telling you this is reliable?
No, I'm asking him. What do you think? You think it's reliable?
No.
It's not reliable.
I live on the E line.
Uh-huh.
Somerville.
Gotcha.
Down behind the high school where Gilman is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I live up on Broadway, right up the street. We waited 20 years, over 20 years, 25 years.
Big dig.
Okay.
Okay, no, not part of the big deal. This is Somerville.
Oh.
There was a train system many years ago. They put it in, they lowballed the bid.
Mm-hmm.
That the company called GLS Constructors. The
second day it opened on our end, I got on the train, and the train was going like this. And then they started derailing. And that's it. It goes from Beechmere to Medford.
I get out at Medford.
The trucks were late. The spacing was wrong. They made them too small.
Okay, I do remember that. Okay, yeah.
They also installed the electrical and the switching
Incorrectly.
Yep.
Wow.
And the area that I'm in is a flood zone.
Okay.
So every time there's a problem, it knocks all the electrical out
On the train.
on the trains.
Okay.
And we kept School Street Bridge closed for a long time. When you're going into Gilman, the School Street Bridge that's up above,
Oh, that one.
that goes to the City Hall and High School. Part of the electrical system for there is Kenmore too. And that's always out. All of the elevators they put in are indoor elevators.
The indoor elevators installed outside.
So when
Right.
they flood,
And they're rusting out already. The bottom.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's good to know.
But, and I was talking to I have a feeling, I said to my sister, my oldest friend, that this line, it's now closed indefinitely.
Right.
They wouldn't let them take the trains off the track. They called the
Well, the NTSB said don't touch it at all.
Yeah,
Right.
Because of federal
right after the
investigation.
press meeting yesterday, yeah.
What?
Right after that press meeting yesterday, when they got
Were
the
you
directive. I saw it on TV, yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't.
So that's kind of serious,
Right.
though.
This is like
You're
the-
lucky no one got killed.
I know. I
it's
said the
like
same
third-
thing.
This is like the third one this year. One of
There's
the-
more.
So-
I got slammed in the
So you know you know a
She
lot.
knows more than I do.
The reason I do is I keep up with stuff. I grew up in Somerville and Cambridge. I lived in Davis Square when they were built.
You know what? That's interesting. Wow.
But there's a lot of stuff wrong, and I was talking to, starting about 2.5 months ago on our line, I started noticing a lot of inspectors again, and yada, yada, yada. And I said, they're going to close us down again.
Oh, so okay. So they opened this up last year sometime, right?
December 2022 was when the E branch opened.
Yes, but the D line, the one stop, opened in 2020. Right.
Okay.
But we have been plagued. I communicate with Christine Baba, our state rep, who handles Somerville, and Mike Conley handles this end.
Okay.
He does Cambridge and just a part of Somerville. But I have said her, like, a lot of times you'll be standing at the station, no trains are coming. They don't announce, they don't tell you why. It's because they're broken down and there's electrical and switching at Ball Square.
What square is that again?
Ball Square.
Ball
which is the
Square.
stop
After mine,
and then there's on Little Street, they call it the Blue Square stop. Our stop, there is a ton of problems with the electric.
Wow.
And I spoke to 2 of the inspectors that actually work for the team. More seasoned, and they literally said to me, we told your mayor, we told the council members, we told the state reps, it cannot open yet. It is not done.
And yet they opened it right.
And they low budget the whole job anyway.
GLX Constructors.
Wow. Are they connected with political people? You don't know. Interesting.
I wrote that into the reps, and Pat Jalen, who deals with them, our state senator, she lives in Somerville.
Wow.
Her and Christine Barber, I'm like,
So there is.
I want to know who got this.
So somebody got paid off for doing that then.
Who knows? I mean,
What I'm told is that this GLX project was part of a mitigation project for the Big Dig, because I think Somerville and Cambridge sued to get this grant actually in as part of the Big Dig.
they had promised, and the team was going to put up so much.
Oh, okay.
And then my mayor at the time, Curtis Young, and the mayor of Cambridge had to take out bonds to secure them to build it.
Wow.
Because they backed out of everything. We're the oldest system, one of the most ineffective, inefficient. It was piecemeal. I mean, it's the oldest system in the country.
It is, you're right.
But the big dig was not supposed to be paid for by the state. It was supposed to be paid for federally. My older sister and her husband living in Chelsea. It was a debacle, and that goes back to Salucci or whoever the hell.
Yeah, I forget who.
The caucus administration.
It might have been the caucus, yeah.
So what happened was they took all the money and put it on top of the MBTA.
So the pretty much just used MBT as a piggy bank, basically, to pay for all this stuff.
Interesting.
Which is not good because, and I'm going to say, I like Charlie Baker. He's done a great job with a lot. He screwed this up so bad. He hired the wrong managers. One ineffective, inefficient, sat there collecting these bonuses for derailments, shoddy work. Sullivan Square was supposed to be redone. That was built in the 70s. It's a night. They can't get parks anymore for escalators and elevators.
Wow.
Assembly, which was built in 2014. My sister, one of her employees, was on the Orange Line when it caught fire. And the Orange Line workers, because they got sick of people pulling the emergency doors, had welded it shut.
Wait a minute, they welded what shut?
The emergency
The
holes
handles?
inside
If that's
the
true,
train.
that's against the law.
It is. They
Are you sure about that? They actually welded them
my
shut?
sister's employee took pictures as he was in the train trying to get out.
No, wait, if that's true.
So they probably had to break windows open.
So when they pulled the emergency stop, it wouldn't work because they welded
They
it shut?
couldn't get at it. They welded it with bars.
Really?
Blocked
Yeah.
off.
I'm going to have to ride the T more often now because if I see that, that's going to be a major problem.
I'm going to tell you, if I had my way, I'd use a magic carpet.
But if you see something like that, let me know because I'll
Oh,
definitely.
no. I can't. I mean, I have taken pictures. I have written into the T. I got shut in the doors at Gilman Square. They
But
shut the doors.
They shut the doors on you?
Right, and I'm hard to miss. I'm a good sized woman.
I'm gonna start riding the T just to see what the T is like.
When it works, it's great.
When it's working, it's good, but when it's not working, it's a disaster. Gotcha.
And it's not. And this goes, I want to say to him, because I see him on the train, he lives near Leech.
I got a question. Do you think those things are still welded now?
No, they replaced the.
That was like 3 or 4 years
Oh,
ago.
3 or 4 years.
They replaced the train.
On the
Okay.
Orange Line, they took out the old fleet, the old 12
Old fleet.
and
So
now
the new fleet.
And the problem
Okay,
is
gotcha.
the tracks were redone before the new fleet came in.
Right.
So then they had to close down again and redo.
Redo the tracks. I remember that. Yeah.
Another closure on the
What?
line again?
It just finished.
The
Or
red
it's
line now
finishing
is.
up.
There's another
The
one.
red line.
The red line has closures now.
Nope, it's open now.
But
But then they decided to extend it to Braintree. You're right.
Yeah. But that's going to be another phase that's going to happen again, though, too.
Right.
So there's a lot going on up there.
I wish we had privatized because this isn't working, and when the state.
No, somebody's taking the money and putting it elsewhere. That's what's going on.
The state needs to step in.
The state. Well, think about the state. Is the state
federal
in?
government,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
I hate the
Yeah.
federal government getting involved in anything.
The federal government has to get involved because the state is the state. So it's like the government trying to police itself.
Right, like she brought someone on when she came on.
Phil Eng.
No.
What was that? No,
She brought someone on to the oversight committee.
Uh-huh.
Philip Eng came in.
Right.
And he fired them.
But that's not good though.
Why are you bringing in someone to police that
But
already
doesn't
works
Maura
there?
Haley have more power than Philip Eng? She should, right?
She brought someone on
Correct.
who worked for the T
Correct.
for the oversight.
For the oversight. But Philip Eng got rid of him.
Yes.
So how is that
Rightly so.
possible?
Rightly
That shouldn't happen.
He's the general manager.
Right.
She brought on someone who was already on the safety committee.
Correct.
When all the disasters were happening, the woman did nothing. So
Wow.
why would you put her on the new
Oh,
oversight
there's too much
committee?
going on there. I see what you're talking about.
Right. Why would you put someone on who was ineffective in their job to begin with?
That's a good question. Interesting. Yeah. We need more transparency and accountability out there.
Oh, I've already written that in. You
We
should see.
we need a more we need an independent, like civilian board, like people like you, me, and him, go in there and find out what's really going on.
Right, but no.
Independent of anything else.
I go to Northeastern from Tufts, the Tufts station, and I noticed something when I come back. All the express trains always seem to confuse people when you try to get up any of the intermediate stations. You get to some of Tufts.
Okay, so I do Gilman Square, and my hospital's at Brigham's. And I feel like I live there because I have all sorts of orthopedic stuff going on. I'll take the train out, and there's always a debacle in the morning. They've taken to running not just the E line off the D. I'm like, why are you running the D? There's a D. And they'll run the B and C, but they'll say on the overhead will be Mars. E line, East Street. And then all of a sudden you're on Huntington Avenue.
Wow.
I wrote in about that. Every day coming back between the hours of like 1:30 and 4:30, they go express. There's a train. I missed this by a half hour, 15 minutes yesterday.
Wow.
15 minutes.
I was in a class when it happened.
You're lucky. I missed it by 15 minutes. And there were inspectors everywhere already. So something's already
Something's going. It's more like a cover up at this point.
No, I don't think it's a cover-up. I don't think it's a conspiracy.
No.
And I'm going to say something. A lot of the drivers are not trained well.
That's true.
A lot of them are new. A lot of them are new.
Amateurs.
And they, like the bus drivers coming out of Leechmere, a lot of them are new. They weren't pulling up to sidewalks even with no. So I wrote into the powers that be, plus the T, plus my call. They're trying to let you off in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it's not. That's against DOT regulations. You know that.
Yes. It's safety. I said to one guy one night, I said, what happens if we get hit by a bike, hit by a motorcycle?
Well, in their manual, they're supposed to drop you off at the curb, not in the middle of the street.
It's possible because of all the construction. And they won't put if you ask for the gate to put down, I got one guy giving me a hard time.
They have to. If you request it, they have to put it down.
I said, he was yelling at a guy on a walker. I said, buddy, what's your badge number?
Right.
I said, give me your name and number.
Report them, yeah, definitely.
I said, you can't do that.
If a customer requests them to nail the bus, they have to nail it.
That sounds like an 88 violation.
It is.
It's a federal. That's actually a federal law. That's not even a state law. That's
No,
a federal.
that's federal.
That's federal regulations.
But it's just, they're not training people well. No, I mean.
Well, you know what? Now that you said that, and I'm listening to you, I'm gonna start riding the T now, just to see what's on
A
there.
lot of the older inspectors too, they're like, who cares? They're
Get-
like, we're out in 5 years. I don't care what happens.
And you don't
Interesting.
have anyone to hire in between that, so you just kind of like a
no one
debacle.
wants to, you know. And you bring people on, and they're like, yeah, whatever.
They don't want to work. They rather not even be there. It's like almost you force them to do something they don't want to do.
You live in Medford.
Yeah.
You live in Cambridge.
I'm in Boston. I live in Boston.
What are you doing down here? Just taking.
Document that thing up there.
I'm coming from, and I'm like, oh, let me see.
I travel a lot of places, but I figure I'd check this out because it's something to see.
They are lucky no one got killed.
Well, they're lucky that thing that falls off the freaking tracks the opposite way. It could have. It's possible.
They're saying they checked the tracks out. What I read from what I heard.
I got you.
The tracks, well, could be if they were speeding and they went through one of the signals.
Right.
You know, like they found multiple ones out on the B line, and it was the drivers.
Oh, the driver's ever? Wow.
And I'm like, oh, we're going to discipline them and retrain them.
No, it's not going to work.
Get rid of them.
Well, how do you?
One of them was on their phone.
But they're not supposed to have phones anymore, though.
I was gonna say, there wasn't there a policy.
They shouldn't be carrying phones at all after that last.
In
So they're still
09.
carrying phones?
I remember the serious crash in 09 or something like that.
Yeah, that was 09. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like, it was on. I think it was on Calm Ave, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
But no, it's insanity.
So you still see drivers with their phones now?
Oh, one was caught and inspectors were coming in the back. One
Really?
day when I was on it, they stopped the train, unloaded all of us, and got the driver off.
Wow. Now, do they test them for drugs when they do that too, or no?
I have no idea. I don't
It's interesting.
I heard they have to lock their phones in the building before they
Yeah,
kick
but
it
you
off.
do not know what people have here.
So they sneak a phone on even when they're told not to. I got you. I mean, it's hard to stop somebody from putting a phone in their pocket. I mean, you're hoping that they're being honest and not carrying their phone, but some people have to
My
be
problem with phones these days is I'm
too
afraid-
distracting.
Well, not even distracting. I mean, they go right through, they're on their phones going through the red lights
Hmm.
down here where I live. They
Interesting.
go right through the red lights, the cars. But with phones too, like one of my concerns, like, and this is horrible, like, I know law enforcement, I've had law enforcement in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Federal law enforcement. And we have so many homegrown terrorists. in this
Okay.
country. And I'm thinking, we're all out there on phones, and all it does is trigger something.
Well, yeah. I think you're thinking on the side of not good. I know what you're talking about, though. I got you.
I have seen things and
But they
heard
tell you
things.
that if you ever worked in a hospital, if you ever had that training you had in the hospital, they tell you not to use your phone, not to turn on lights, not to do all that kind of stuff, but for that particular reason. I had that training years and years ago. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, my cousin was in federal law enforcement.
Oh,
My
federal,
cousins,
okay.
2 of them actually. I found.
So you learned a lot from them.
And before people knew what human trafficking was,
Mm-hmm.
he was taken down human traffickers.
Oh, okay.
Drug, I mean, I just, and the subways are like,
Don't even talk about it. I already know. It's a disaster.
well, we don't have to worry in Boston. They'll just derail us. You
Don't have to
know?
worry about terrorism. Just a derailment.
I'm gonna go wait for the shuttle actually to get home.
This is interesting though. I'm gonna do some riding on the MBTA.
What part of Boston do you live?
I primarily live in Roxbury.
And you came all the way out here.
I come a lot of different places.
I do too. I'm on foot a lot.
Yeah. Well, you see how I don't know where he's from. He's taking pictures too. A lot of people taking pictures, but this is newsworthy. This is probably on national news right now.
It is.
It's national
I
news.
had a friend I just hooked up with
Mhm.
from Seattle after, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
Right.
We've known each other 35. And she sends me a text. She goes, what the hell happened?
Mm.
I said, Star, it's a nightmare.
Right.
When I was out in Seattle years ago visiting her, they use bus, all
Gotcha.
different size. Even on Sundays, they're on every 15 minutes.
Hmm.
But they use bus because it's a major earthquake.
Oh, okay.
Clean, ran well, has improved dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, why don't you come visit us again? Because I am not going back there.
Maybe interesting. So,
Well, gentlemen, it was
nice talking to you. You're very knowledgeable. You know a lot. Well, you've been around the area for a long time too.
Well, you know what? You want to also, one of the inspectors from one of the, he was the head of a construction. And I said to him, so we're going to do work here again. I was at the,
Mm-hmm.
and the poor ambassador still, he's great. Nothing would ever get done.
Gotcha.
And he said to me, you better look at this glass half filled. I said, really? I said, so do you ride the T? He says, no. I said, what do you make, about $1.50 an hour?
Hmm.
150 an hour? I said,
Interesting.
and you're out here trying to lowball a me to repeal what's already screwed up.
The T is low ball and safety.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
No, and I put him in his place. I'm like, don't stand here and preach to us.
Wow.
You don't even ride it.
I mean, like, I've been following T since I was a little kid. but
So he
this-
knows a lot about the
this
T.
is the first time I've ever actually ridden it ever since I started graduate school down here and actually figured out what is going on with the system.
I've been riding the T since I was this big. I remember, I don't know if you're old enough to remember, God Station was on Holiday.
I do, yeah. I'm old enough, yeah.
Whatever they call it, the elevator. Yes.
You mean the Orange Line, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, I grew up in that area. I remember Dover Station, Exeter Station.
You used to go all the way
Yeah,
to Marlboro.
yeah. I remember all that. Dudley Station, all of them. I do remember it. And the trains used to always squeak when they make the turns, and
And you always was thinking, are you going to fall off? But
They never did.
really never did.
no, that's interesting though. we ran those trains for years, and I don't remember any derailments back
No? Oh, maybe except for the Boeings.
then. I don't remember any derailments back in the day.
We no longer look at safety and accountability in
Mm.
society. No one's accountable for it.
Right.
It's just a free-for-all. But safety needs to matter. As technology and stuff advances, we have to
Safety has to be a priority. It has to be.
With the millions of commuters trying to get
What?
I said for the millions of people trying to get to places safely in one piece.
Mm.
I haven't flown since 2002.
Oh, okay.
Was it 2002 or 2003? And it was on a business trip. And things were still pretty tight because of 9/11. So I was like,
Hmm. They're doing something up there. They're moving the train or something. That train moved a couple of feet. That train did move a couple of feet. It's moving again.
they're going to have to inspect that station really well.
You're gonna measure the tracks now.
Interlocking too here as well.
Yeah, they're looking at the tracks now.
I hope it didn't damage the structure.
Doesn't look like it, but then again, it has to be all tested out.
Right over a switch though. From pictures I saw.
It ran over a switch?
Like one of the traffic, one of the signals.
Yeah, I know you're talking
like
about,
signals,
Uh-huh.
Traffic signal.
Interesting. So they're looking at a lot of stuff up there.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to, because if not, I mean, once you leave it, once you leave the scene, it's hard to recreate that, you know?
I don't think this is going to be up and running for a bit.
You think it's going to be a couple of days down?
I might have
At
to take,
least.
I'm probably gonna take the red down from Davis.
It's moving again.
That's the case.
Oh, I think he's counting the revolutions on the wheel there.
Why don't you just take the shuttle?
The shuttle?
You're running a shuttle.
They are running shuttles.
Shuttle down tonight. Gotta run an errand. The shuttle starts at Medford,
Okay. Yeah.
goes through all the stops, goes into Union Square to do the Union Square shuttle, goes back around to where Richie's Flower Mart is, comes out and comes right up here.
Okay.
There's a shuttle bus, and they're running well.
I'll give it.
So you can do that.
I'll give it a try tomorrow.
It will leave you at Northeastern. Not Northeastern, at North Station. And you can just hop
take
on
E
the
and
E
then-
there. Yeah, it's actually a better route. I hate the red line.
Yeah.
Something's going on up there.
Well, teacher gives us a bike discount for a whole year, so I've been riding the bike a lot more with this whole debacle of the morning, you know?
He's gonna move that train right there too. He's just turned the lights on.
Oh, I have this
I
bike.
didn't even know this was here.
Oh, Chino's 5, yeah, they've been there for a while. They're gonna probably camp out over there. He's telling me he's missing a lot of footage right now too. Wake him up.
I don't think they get back on the air until like 11 o'clock at night.
Well, at least you guys are getting pictures, so I mean, somebody's gonna document what happened. He's got the lights on. He's preparing to move it, but he's looking at something down over in this area. Not too sure what that is up there. So the trains do have power up above, because the trains are energized right now, but the overhead lights are just not working. What train number is that on that train right there? Can you see that?
I think the 7 is, I think not 7. I don't know the 7's number, but I think the 8's number is like 3874 or something like that.
3874?
I might have a better picture of it too.
I can't really see it from here. I don't think I can zoom. My zoom is not the... I can't zoom in on it. I probably have to re-zoom it later on and see.
Well, this is the car
Oh, that's it right there?
That's the derailed cars number right there.
This is a 3814?
3874.
3874. Okay, that's a good zoom.
Yeah, car 3874. I did not take this picture.
You didn't take it? Somebody else?
No, someone else did. I just grabbed this off the internet.
Oh, that's a good picture though. That's a real good picture. I don't know where they got it from. That's a good picture.
I heard that.
3874.
I don't know what the ID of the other car was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know he probably knows over there, but it's not that hard to figure out though.
Yeah.
Very interesting though.
That lady taught me a lot of stuff about a lot.
Yeah, I listen to people. That's why I do. It's still derailed. They're still investigating.
Yeah, the feds are
The feds are up there now. Ntsb's up there. They're going through that like a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah.
They definitely have to.
It's been out for like the last 24 hours and counting.
Yeah, someone was telling me earlier it was. I didn't realize it was right here.
It's right there.
Well, yeah, something.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a lot of investigating up there for sure. And they're focusing in this area right here. I don't know what's in that area right here, but they're focusing a lot right there.
That's probably where the switch is located.
That might be.
Yeah.
And that's all brand new, so it's not like it's old. We're gonna snap some pictures of it as well.
This is something I'm probably gonna have to go tell my professor, my transportation professor about.
Hey, he could do a speech on it, you know, a classroom lesson.
Hey, maybe that's what my thesis could be about.
The train's moving again. It done moved it like 3-4 times since. Yeah, it done moved it. They're looking at the movement on the wheels, so it's fair to say it's on the tracks because it's moving, but they're checking out how it's moving on the tracks.
You think these trains have like some sort of like black box or something like that? Yeah?
That's a good question. Do they? So they got the train on the tracks, so it's not derailed anymore. That initial jump we heard was probably them jumping it back on the tracks. And they're focusing on this area in the middle here. So that is a switch, like you said. You're right.
Yeah, they call it, this is officially it's called the Red Bridge interlocking. Yeah?
Interlocking, okay.
Yeah.
So I see what's going on here. What you said makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be slowing down to switch the branches. So instead of slowing down,
they have to slow down. I don't know what the speed limit is, but they did the
probably
slow down to like 6 or 10 miles an hour on switches.
Is it that? Wow. If it's that slow, then you really should be.
Or whatever speed.
They're moving the lights over to there.
That's defined in their operator training.
Right. So it might be slower than 20 miles an hour if that's the case.
Yeah.
But you are doing a switch over, so it should be like between 5 and 10 on the switch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that fast on the switch.
Then it'll pick up speed after that switch.
Right. After every train's on the right track, then it can pick up more speed.
Yeah.
But you got to slow down on the switch. So they're gonna be focused on that for quite a while right there. They're moving that light back and forward too.
I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow morning and see if.
Yeah, interesting. They got a whole crew of people up there too. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I gotta head out soon.
Yeah, good talking to you, my man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out of here too.
I'm Vinny, yeah?
Nez,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you, my man.
Well, hopefully they get this debacle fixed.
We'll see.
You have a good night.
All right, take care. I'm gonna get ready to head up out of here too, cause it's getting kind of late. See how it's probably been on here for like an hour or so. I've been recording for like an hour and 20, so let me get out of here. These guys have moved that train several times, and they're focusing. I can't see what they're looking at. They're right there focusing on something right in there. All right, guys. I'm gonna head up out of here. If anything else comes up, I'll be sure to get back to you. But this is gonna be a long, dragged out investigation because I counted at least 10 people up on those tracks. Could be more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 10, maybe 11 people on that tracks up there. Let's see what else we can see. Hold on, let me. There's quite a few people up there. Now they're focused on this train right here now. They're all looking at the sides of the train. All right, guys, if anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. But I'm headed out of here and head to other locations. Catch you guys in the next one.